All right, guys, so I'm going to give you all a rundown of the hay equipment, at least what's here right now. So, as you know, the Oliver, I've showed this a lot. Basically, this is going to run the hay elevator. So, move the stock trailer, pull the Oliver to right there. Then we have the hay elevator that goes up, and it runs the PTO shaft on that. You know the International, I've made a lot of videos on that. We mowed 7 rounds of the hayfield with it. But then Elwood said that the hay bond was a little much for it, or he thought it was at least. So we brought Russell's tractor over, his 504. I said that yesterday. So we went ahead and hooked the tedder up to this. Of course, tedder. This is a Pequay. I have no idea how you pronounce that. 710. So I assume it's 7 feet wide. I guess that's why the 7's in it. But it's just got the PTO, and it just hooks on there. It's not very heavy. Elwood just bought this last year from a farmer he knew. He's replaced a lot of these fingers on it. He's got it set where it picks it up good. So I think we're heading tomorrow, which is Saturday, because it's supposed to rain a lot today. So we'll be heading with that tomorrow, and that will be on the hay elevator. All right, here's our hay elevator. So this is a John Deere 428. Elwood bought this from the same guy he bought the tedder from. PTO's over here on the side. Like I said, we run that off the Oliver. He had to make a piece for the front here to connect to the drawbar. The old one was missing. We used this last year, put 180 bales up it. We just pull it down there to the side of the barn, like I said, and it does good. It's adjustable, obviously. You can make it higher or lower with this winch cable. It pulls those legs up, and then there's rollers at the top, so it'll angle it more or angle it less, and then they pivot down there. So I'm gonna probably pull this out tomorrow, and we'll probably get it set up, move the stock trailer and everything. There's the hay elevator that we take it up to the top of the barn with. So here's the hay bind you saw being used yesterday. This is Russell's. He bought it a while ago. I don't know what model it is. I think he said it was 490 something, 490. I don't know, something like that. So he's had this a while. Basically, it's got the sickle bar down there, cuts the hay, and that reel feeds it in, and then it goes through these rollers here, which puts holes in the stalks, which helps it dry out, and it squeezes the water out. And then of course shoots out back here. There's a PTO shaft. It hooks up to the tractor on the drawbar, the jack for it. It's got one hydraulic hose. That's for the cylinder, which will raise and lower that whole thing. It's got a stop on there right now. And then to offset it, you just pull this pin out and then drive forward or back up, depending on what you're trying to do. And then you can set it in one of those. That way it mows beside the tractor, so you don't have to run over the hay to mow it. So anyways, like I said, I don't remember the model, but there's that. So this is Russell's 504 I was talking about. He's got the one loader arm. He normally has a loader on it. But this thing actually just got a head gasket, so he had the loader off of it. It split between cylinders 3 and 4, I think he said. So anyways, he's got wheel weights on this thing. He's pretty good tires. This is a diesel 504. The exhaust pipe comes out the back. Actually, yesterday when we were mowing, we busted a hydraulic hose down here, or the line, I mean. It busted and leaked hydraulic fluid everywhere. It's a nice tractor. I like it. Works pretty good. So they brought this over to finish mowing, and then if we need it, just as a backup for when we make hay, that way we're not trying to transport anything if we have to. It's not leaking. That's just water from the ceiling. But anyways, there's his 504. And the last couple things is Russell's 404 is going to be over here too. It's hooked to the rake. I don't remember what the rake is. They'll be over here Sunday, so then I'll be able to show those. And then the baler, but it's covered with the tarp right now to keep it out of the weather. And it's still going to rain a lot today, so I probably won't cover that till tomorrow. But once I do, I'll make sure to talk about it. All right, guys. Today is June 10th. Is my last day of school. I just got home. So I'm officially done with school for the year. As you can tell, I cut my mullet off. Got kind of tired of it being hot. So today, Elwood's mowing the hay, which it's actually about to rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. We got the tedder here from Elwood's. So we'll be tedding it this weekend. at least once, if not twice, because of the rain. I think if we ted tomorrow, we might be bailing Saturday or Sunday, which I thought it was going to be next week. But anyways, so I don't have a GoPro or a drone, so I won't be able to do much filming right now. I mean, I'll try my best. But when we rake and bail, my friends are coming over, and they have each of those. So we'll be able to get some cool shots then. Don't know how much I'll get now, but we'll see that we get a lot once they come over and rake. Right now, Dad's running the mower. This is the first time he's mowed hay, so that's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna get to do any this time, maybe next time I guess, but certainly not this time. So anyways, there's Dad. He's mowing. He's got this much left to mow. He's got a lot done. The 444, Elwood said it can't handle the mower. Apparently I was wrong when I said that it was the first time it was hooked up in the last video. Apparently they've done that before when Russell up there still owned it. But he says that's not good for pulling it on this hill. I don't know. But anyway, so Russell brought his 504 over. It's a diesel. And I guess, I don't know if we're going to bail with this one too or try out the 444 on the baler. I'm not sure if he's taking it back home today or not. But anyways, since today's Thursday and they're mowing, probably ted it tomorrow if it quits raining and or Saturday, and then bail Sunday or Saturday, depending on if it's still wet on Saturday or not. So anyways, there's Dad. And again, I don't remember exactly what that hay bind is. Once they're done, I'll go look at it and give the rundown on it. But anyways, there it is. Here's the hay that got cut yesterday. Obviously, it's wet. It's kind of a gloomy day. But anyways, here it is. It's still pretty wet. It was dried when it came out because, you know, it goes to them crimpers, or at least dries it a little. But it's pretty wet because it's been sprinkling a lot this morning. It looks like it's going to be a good amount of hay. Last year's second cutting, we got 180 bales. So I think second cutting this, or first cutting this year, we ought to get close to 300. But there's the hay. Like I said, we should be tedding it tomorrow, if I'm right about that. I don't think there's a chance we'll ted it today. I don't know, that's Dad's call. It's his decision. But anyways, there it is. And hopefully it's high yielding. It was pretty tall and thick. So right now, Dad's ted. Basically just flips the hay over. As you can tell, it picks it up and literally just flips it over. That's its whole point. So the top side you can see is dry, and then when he's flipping it, the bottom side is wet. It was pretty cloudy, but it's clearing up. I don't know if we're gonna get the rake and bale tomorrow, or if that's gonna have to be next week. I'll just calling for rain a lot tomorrow. It's some good looking hay, and there's certainly a lot of it. tedding the hay, as you just saw, and the international battery is dead. And we can't use Russell's tractor because we busted that hydraulic line, so it's leaking everywhere. And then the Oliver has flat tire, of course. So we're gonna go jump the international, and then he's gonna keep tedding. I think he's gonna let me ted some. Now Dad's got the jumper cables hooked up. I don't think it's starting still. He's adjusting it again. Got the Cummins. Revving it up a little, try to get it started. Still ain't starting. We got our international started. We got the battery out of the boat because we tried jumping it with Dad's truck and it wouldn't do it. So we got the boat battery, hooked it up, and it's running good now. This is the first time this tractor's ever been on this tedder. Like I said, we just got this tedder last year. It's doing a good job flipping over the hay. I've never seen this one being used. It's doing a good job. Alright guys, so I know this has been a little bit confusing. Basically, a rundown of everything that happened was it got mowed on Thursday, and then when you saw me reviewing the equipment and everything, I said yesterday that I did that on Friday, which of course was after we mowed, but that clip is after I said that in the video. So we started 10 with Russell's tractor, and it did good because as you saw, ours wouldn't start. We got ours started and went with it, and it wasn't doing the best. Dad did it a while, and then I did it. So the tractor ran out of fuel at one point. We had to fill it back up and everything. We had to go get some diesel. But what ended up happening was I was doing it, and I know, as you saw, it got wrapped around the PTO a lot. We had literally just cleaned it off, and I was only on the second pass around, and it was on there wrapped around again. And then the slow motion part you saw, the set screw, there's two of them. One of them came out, so it knocked the whole PTO off. So me and Dad just worked on that, got that back together, the PTO, everything, got all the hay cleaned off, and talked to Elwood and the other two tractors that he's tedded with before. They sit higher up than ours, so we ended up having to adjust the front to make the back go down more. That way it was picking up the hay right, because it wasn't throwing it from either well. And as you saw, it wasn't spinning very fast, wasn't throwing much hay. It was kind of sucking. So right now Dad's doing it, and it's working good. So I think now that we got everything adjusted and fixed, it's going to work great now. Got the guard put back on it, so it shouldn't wrap around the PTO as much. But yeah, like I said, we started with Russell's tractor, but the hydraulic fluid started coming out around the plug from where the line busted, and he was losing power steering. So basically, like I said, we mowed Thursday, then Friday we didn't do anything. Yesterday was Saturday, tedded half the field, and then we didn't because it was supposed to rain today. So he's out there trying it out now. Then we're going to wait till this afternoon to see if it rains anymore. If it doesn't, we'll finish tedding it. If it does, I'm going to ted it tomorrow morning. Dad has to go to work half a day. Then he's taking off half a day. Elwood's off half a day. And so then we should be raking and baling tomorrow. But I know this video is already like 17 minutes long, so I'm going to make this the part one. Then next time it'll be the part two. Like I said, we should have some GoPro footage and drone footage next time because my friend's coming over. So anyways, that's all I got. So that was actually my first time tedding last night. Like I said, I got to do 2 passes before we had some problems. But anyways, now we got it fixed and everything good. Hopefully I'll get to do it tomorrow. And then we'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon when we rake and bale. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.